What's up, guys? Welcome to Inspirational Time with Noodle, Episode 2. I'm gonna remake the other episode I made like a week ago. I'm gonna redo that for another episode. This episode is going to be about what it takes to be successful. Now, some of what I say in this video may probably, most likely, overlap with some of the stuff that I said for my video about willpower. And that's okay, because they are similar words and topics after all. Before I get into what it takes to be successful, sorry, allergies. First I want to talk about, well, what I'm doing this summer and what I was doing during my past semester, and talking about how I was able to do so well with that will help lead into what I say to be as what it takes to be successful. So this summer I'm working 7 days a week, basically 7 days a week. I work 5 days a week every week. Some weekends I get a day off, but usually it's both days of the weekend that I work. I work as a day camp counselor during the week. What is it? I think it's 11 hours a day. 11 hours a day. No joke. During the week. And so that's 55 hours during the week that I work. And then if I work both days on the weekend, that means that it's usually about 6 hours each day, like I did last week. So it's about 70 hours each week. Yeah, about 70 hours in a full week for the summer. And honestly, I'm loving it. Because just hanging on to my money as best I can and doing as best for myself as I can. Doing as well for myself as I can. You know? But yeah, it's a lot. It definitely is a lot. A day camp counselor is a lot, especially when you work 11 hours a day as one. I've done it for 7 years, though, and I love kids. So, honestly, I'm not really complaining about that. I'm also playing the second lead role in a production of Hamlet coming up in early August. I'm playing King Claudius, and I'm also playing the ghost in Hamlet. So how I'm gonna do that, I don't know. But I'm gonna do my best to, and honestly, I'm excited because I've never done Shakespeare before. I've never done Shakespeare lines before. I've never been in a Shakespeare play, and so I'm looking forward to having that experience because I'm a true actor, and so if I'm a true actor, then I should definitely have some experience with Shakespeare plays. And I'm doing pretty well with the line memorization so far. It's actually kind of fun to talk in the ye old English. So yeah, I have that going on too. You know, I come home from camps like at 6:30 each day, and then have to memorize lines, and barely have any time to do anything else. It's a lot of lines, a lot of this, a lot of that. And you know, again, I'm loving it though. I always welcome a challenge. It's only gonna help me as it always has. And this past semester, cicadas. I hope the cicadas are not interfering with the noise. I thought they only come around every 19 years, but whatever. What do you call it? Okay, so yeah, this past semester I was a full-time student. I had 5 classes, and one of those classes was the equivalent of a grad class. So basically, it was 1 grad class and then 4 other four other undergrad courses and 1 grad class, basically. And then I had my job that I work at Kohl's, which, you know, that job alone isn't really that much. I mean, it's a retail job. There are so many more straining jobs than that. But I was a full-time student at the same time. And it wasn't just the full-time student and the retail job. It wasn't just those 2 things. I was in a play as well. A play that took up 7 hours of my time each week for like 2 3-hour rehearsals and then 1 hour rehearsal. And yeah, and line memorizing stuff like that, yeah, that took a lot of time as well. And I played the second lead role in that play, so there were a lot of lines for me to memorize. You know, so that especially added some stress and took some more time, pressed me for time more with everything else that I had going on. And then I also tutored on the side. So that was another couple hours out of my week, and just like tutoring it can be straining too when you don't have time to look back on your notes from previous years and you're teaching like algebra and trigonometry and just trying to remember it off the top of your head. It's a little bit much, but I did it, and I did it well. And then, of course, I ran a club, very prestigious club in my school, a Rotaract Club. It branched off of Rotary International. It's a very prestigious organization, and just running a club in general, especially a prestigious one, yeah, that takes a lot of time to do. For anybody that hasn't run a club before, that takes a lot. To make the emails each week, to like call people at places, to make plans for the club to come and volunteer there, to set up the events that you put on, set up events that you're promoting, all that stuff. That's a lot. So I had these 5 things going on. The 5 classes I was taking, the full-time student status, the job, the tutoring, the play, and the Rotaract Club. All of that combined, that's a lot of mental strain on me, but I was able to do it. And I did it very well, and I welcomed the challenge. I loved the challenge. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time to talk to a lot of people because of it. Because, well, I just didn't have a lot of time because of everything I had going on. I barely had any time for anybody. I had a total of like 2 or 3 days where I was able to take a little break over the entire semester, because if you don't take a day off every once in a while, you're gonna go crazy. But I didn't have time for like anyone. The only person I had time for was the person I was currently dating, and even that person I didn't have time for, so I don't even know how I did that. I was able to make massive amounts of time for that person somehow, but I still did it, regardless of the mental strain I had on my plate. So yeah. That all being said, there's a way, there's a method, a guideline, a path that I follow in order to be so successful with myself. And, well, it's basically it's really more simple than we all think, but it's just a matter of putting that simplistic knowledge to good use. I guess I should get you guys to realize it's very simple. Well, I mean, there is some stuff to it, yeah. One of the components of being successful is focus. You have to focus. But before you can focus, you have to know what you need to do. So I guess knowledge would come first. You have to have the knowledge of what you need to do. You need to know what you need to do. You need to know what you need to do, what you need to accomplish. Okay? You need to know what's best for you to accomplish. Okay, and then you need to organize what you need to do. You need to place in order priority. What should I do first? What should I do second? What should I do third? This and that. So yeah, knowledge, organization, and then you focus. Once you have that knowledge and that organization in place, you need to focus. I can't stress to you how important it is to focus. Focus. Without focus, you can't accomplish anything. Yes, you can get away with not focusing sometimes, with losing your focus sometimes. I've done it plenty of times where I lost my focus but still made it and succeeded with flying colors, but I don't recommend anybody to try that. Try your hardest to just stay consistently focused, okay? And if you are really trying very hard and really way ahead of the game, sure, then it's not terrible to lose your focus every now and then, you know? I don't want to have to make it seem like you should be afraid to lose focus or make a mistake, okay? But if you're not really ahead of the game and you're kind of just on track where you need to be, then just stay there and try not to lose focus. Please. You just gotta try and by not focusing, I mean, you know, don't daydream, don't get sidetracked, don't do other things that you want to do. Save that for when you accomplish what you need to accomplish, when you have your summer break or winter break, this and that. You know, save it for that. Save it for when you can take your free time and leisure time. Okay? You just gotta work at that, and you will get better at it. We are all able to do that. I know we are. Okay? I've had focus problems over the years. Please, if anybody can talk about having focus problems, it's me. Oh my mother. I have terrible focus problems sometimes. Terrible. But I've been working at that very well. And I still do very well, even though I have focus problems. So once I get rid of these focus problems, I can't imagine how much better I'll be at everything I do. Yes, the focusing has led to me making mistakes sometimes, blah blah blah. Yes, I made my mistakes, and here and there, you know, that's not what this video is about. But, so there's focus, and then you need, But without determination, focus won't focus won't bring you anywhere if you don't have determination. You need to think of the worst possible scenario. Just think of going through what I mean by that is think of going through the worst of times. Think of having the biggest challenge you could imagine on your plate and just striving through that. Think about that. See if that helps you become more determined. Okay? Because if you're in that mentality, then you'll be able to get it done. You'll be able to get it done no matter what it is. Just prepare yourself for the worst of challenges, for the biggest of challenges. Prepare yourself for the most arduous of a journey. Always be prepared. Always have that mentality in mind, no matter what. Never look to take the easy way out. Even when you're going through a really hard time, please don't look to take the easy way out, because it's not good personally, and you're just going to it's going to put more mental strain on you when you have something harder. If you have the mentality that you can persist and persist through anything and come out with flying colors and come out on top and excel, then when you're actually faced with that immense challenge, the mental strain won't be so hard. It'll still be probably hard, because if it's really an immense challenge, it's going to be mentally straining, but it won't be as hard. You know, something only feels as hard as you make it out to be. You know, you should only feel the strain of what should really come with a challenge. You shouldn't let your mentality add strain to that, because your mentality can easily add so much more strain to something. But please, have that determination, so that you are bearing the least amount of mental strain. But again, mental strain though is healthy. Bearing a lot of mental strain is good, but don't give yourself unnecessary mental strain. Okay, don't give yourself unnecessary mental strain. If you have to bear a lot of mental strain because of the immense challenge, then great, it'll make you stronger, but don't give yourself unnecessary mental strain, because it's only going to make it just so much harder for you. And then you're going to realize, oh, if I just, if I prepared myself better mentally, it could have been easier. Okay, so focus, determination, and again, I can't stress to you enough how important it is. You have to try your hardest all the time. Bring your A game every day. Every day is day game, guys. Every day is game day. Sorry, it's the morning. I'm sorry. And you have to develop that inner strength. The inner strength that we all have. You know, I've been told that I have amazing amounts of strength in me. Maybe I do have some gifted strength in me. Maybe. But you know what? Each and every one of you have amazing strength too. We all do. We're human beings. We have superior minds, and we have such powerful minds, all of us. We have the ability to bring that strength within us up to surface and realization. You have to realize that inner strength you have in you. Of course, we all have the potential to do different things, and like we all have the potential to pursue different careers successfully, blah blah blah. But when it comes down, there's something we all have in common. That's our inner strength. We can all try very hard. We can all try our very best. That's one thing we can all do, and all of us can go above and beyond in pursuit of a certain goal. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Now, like I said in my willpower video, you have to be willing to hit rock bottom not once, not twice, maybe even 3 times, maybe even a 4th time. Okay? You have to be willing to go through all that. Okay? You have to. Be prepared for the worst. Be prepared to screw up multiple times. Be prepared to make the same screw up multiple times. Just get back on your feet and keep walking, and know that you are going to do better. Okay? So we have focus, determination. Let me see. I feel like it pretty much sums it up. Oh no, it's knowledge, focus, determination. Knowledge, focus, right. Okay. Okay, knowledge, focus, determination. And then, well, willpower kind of ties into all of that. You have to have the willpower to think of what you need to do, and then the willpower to focus on what you know you need to do, and then the willpower to conjure up the determination to do all that. So, come on guys, do it. You know? Young people like me have a lot to look forward to, have a lot they can do with their lives. Even older people do. Okay? Even older people do. Life may seem short, but you have a lot of years in it, so make the best of it. Alright? There's my insight for you today, guys. You take care, and remember, every day is game day. Always, always believe. Never lose faith in yourself. Always, always believe.